It's iHeart Gallery back again. I haven't made a video for a long while, so happy to see you. This is the December 2018 ScrawlrBox. So let's dive right in. I have had a peek of what's on here online, and a lot of people aren't that happy with it. Yeah, I think I'm not really looking forward to it, but I'm hoping that actually having it and playing with it will spark some joy in me. But it's always exciting to get these little prezzies and unwrapping the little box and new things. It is exciting. Okay, I am sparking joy. So this is the beautiful artwork. I love the colors. Gosh. The print actually looks a tiny bit pixely if you go up close, which is unfortunate for the artist. I hope they feel okay about that. I can see a little ghost, a cloud, a daisy, a heart, a gem, a rainbow wheel, a shooting star, leaves, a light bulb. Lots of cute little things, geometric shapes and natural shapes. And the artist is Anne Pellegrino, at Spot Girl Design on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and a website. So, oh, how cool! Making art is so important to their mental health and well-being. Hey, me too! Nice to see that awareness spreading. She makes artwork to spread positivity as well as blow off steam. Good for you, me too. Making your own thing is super valuable, and drawing every day has helped me in ways that I never would have anticipated. Sharing work daily online has helped me find a supportive community, share inspiration, and meet some amazing people and artists. Yeah, I relate to that a lot. Cool, Anne Pellegrino. Love your work. So we've got a couple of pieces of paper, nice and thick, have a tiny bit of texture, but not too much. Oh, we've got more than two. We've got three. Cool. Oh, another print. Oh, I love it. Draw every day with a Sharpie, a pencil, and a pen, and a colored pencil. I like the texture in the day. It looks like it was done with markers. Sorry, we call them texters in Australia. And I know all the art YouTubers online I see calling them markers. So anyway, it says, make this your New Year's resolution. As we are coming to the end of the year, actually, it's 2019 already. We wanted to include another little extra from our featured artist to help inspire your next year of creativity. Ah, that's nice. Maybe you could make this your resolution for 2019. Oh, and it says December 2018 is ScrawlrBox 40th box. How cool! Congratulations, ScrawlrBox. Well, yeah, I'm going to put this above my desk and hope it does inspire me to draw every day, because I really don't draw enough, and I really enjoy drawing. Okie dokie, so the Scrawler challenge is pastel petals. Okay, pastel petals, that's pretty straightforward, so let's see if I can twist it somehow. The paper is Norfolk cartridge paper, 210 GSM. Most drawing techniques, study weight means it can withstand heavy erasing. Cool, cool. Acid-free, wood-free. Wood-free! Wow, that's pretty awesome. What do they make it of then? Cotton? Cartridge paper, I don't know. Has a white matte surface. Oh, Pentel paint marker, extra fine point. This is a good addition to my collection of paint markers. I bought a few Poscas recently, so hopefully this will play well nicely with them. But to be honest, I haven't had very good luck with paint markers in the past. I get a lot of dripping. Like the graphic Derwents that were in a previous ScrawlrBox were terrible in terms of dripping and leaking everywhere. And Poscas are really the only marker that haven't leaked everywhere for me in terms of paint markers. I suppose the Sharpies haven't. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Like these ones, I find sometimes I've bought them from an Officeworks and they'll just either dry up or leak. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Sharpie Ultra Fine Permanent Marker. Nothing very remarkable there. Everyone's got a bunch of Sharpies. To be honest, I don't like the smell of them, so I tend to avoid them because they're just not pleasant to work with. Of course, we have the sticker. It feels like they've changed the sticker material. It feels more vinyl than, and like it's matte more than the gloss that they used to send. So that's interesting. And a Sharpie Fine as well as the Ultra Fine, blah blah. Pilot Friction Ball Medium. So this and this, the Pilot Friction Light Soft Erasable Highlighter, are the big ticket items in this box. And the lolly is the little ticket. It looks cute and rainbow, so I'll have fun eating that. Kind of matches the highlighters. That's cute. But yeah, so these are the big ticket items in this December ScrawlrBox. So in comparison to last year's, it's a bit of a letdown because last year was so spectacular. We got the Fine Tech Gold watercolor / calligraphy ink palette in last year's December ScrawlrBox, and that was just intensely gorgeous, and like it was so expensive and amazing that they actually put it in a ScrawlrBox that I was sort of expecting, oh, maybe every December they must do that. And I don't know how expensive these ones are. Like maybe I'm being a bit picky, and maybe they actually are a huge ticket item. I don't know. But in terms of being an art supply for longevity as an artist who, like, I exhibit and I kind of want the things that I make to last, because I don't know, maybe when I die, who knows, somebody might want them. Hell, that's probably the only time they will wear them. And these are heat sensitive. What the concept is that the ink is erasable. With this tip, you rub it and it creates friction, which is why they're called Pilot Friction. The friction creates heat, and the heat erases the ink. But it doesn't erase it forever, you see. If you put the artwork in the fridge, it reappears. And I live in Australia, where heat is unbearable at a lot of the times of the year. So I'm wondering, what happens if you're taking this on the train to a gallery? Your artwork will disappear in the heat. And like, if you're erasing lines to that you have made a mistake, what happens when winter comes and it's freezing? Because, you know, we get both extremes here in Australia, and all your mistakes reappear. So, yeah, these seem like a great gimmick item, and actually pretty good for maybe students who are doing things like highlighting books. Like, hi again. So, after having played around with these, I no longer think they're a good item. The colour's very pretty, don't get me wrong, but they just don't work. There's a lot of things that are wrong with them. The first is they don't work well with the paper that they sent us. The paper that they sent us was supposed to be able to withstand a lot of rubbing out, and it couldn't. It balled up and got rippy if you tried to rub out, and you can see me trying to brush away the rips and the balled up paper multiple times in this video. It also didn't withstand very well the ink, the heaviness of the ink or water. That made it ball up as well. So it wasn't a good fit for this kind of ink. The nibs are not very sturdy. So with a slight pressure, I noticed that my line work would become wider. So obviously the nibs change with quite slight pressure. Or maybe I pressed it too hard. I'm not sure. So I tried to use it in a watercolor way, so it works well with water. The ink does, at least. They pick up on each other, like if you go over a different color line, the nib will pick up the ink so that it will discolor the nib. And when I was doing the black one particularly, that it would pick up the black and make my line work yucky. And also, I don't know, I didn't enjoy working with them. But to be positive, I do love the colours, and I don't love what I ended up making, but I do like it, which I am very surprised about. I'm not a very floral drawing kind of girl. I barely ever draw flowers. You know, this is maybe one of a handful of times in my life that I've ever drawn flowers. So I'm actually surprised that I found a way to do it in a way that looked okay, and proud of myself. And I'm writing you a note that I was listening to Pink Floyd as I drew this. I was rocking out and very much enjoying that. I wish you could too, instead of listening to my boring voice, but sorry about that. Go put on Pink Floyd right now. So yeah, I really like the flowers they ended up doing. I like the scribbliness of them. I probably would do that again with these highlighters. So they're not a total loss. Yeah, if I had just drawn those flowers that I ended up doing for the majority of this video, I would have liked what I ended up with. But the watercolor stuff I didn't like, that I tried to do, that's probably because I'm not that skilled at watercolor too. And yeah, I guess just what they're advertised as, they didn't really work to do. So I wasn't pleased about that. And originally I had intended to do this portrait, this body positive portrait, all in neon colors, and like doing different neon as shading and highlighting, but I couldn't do it with these bloody highlighters. They wouldn't work for me, even when I was trying to do it watercolor. And the paper, like, I couldn't do what I wanted to do, so I ended up having to do this. And it's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. And this paint marker worked really well. It's nice and shiny, and it didn't leak, and it didn't dry up, but I didn't use it very much. So I didn't really know what to use it for, so I just did this little heart, and that's what I ended up with. I hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, go like, comment, subscribe. Bye!